Hello, welcome back to Catch a Cryptid. Little Today we're going to be going over the Wendigo, how to kill the Wendigo, and how to survive a Wendigo attack. Before we even begin to attack the Wendigo, to fight the Wendigo, to seek out a Wendigo, we have to understand what a Wendigo is. A man who has feasted on human flesh and has succumbed to the evil spirits and has become a demon, has transformed into a monster. It's a cannibal demon. Not a demon that eats other demons, but a demon that eats humans. I know what you're thinking, right? I am in your head. And let me tell you, it's not fun. You should see a therapist. It's fucked up in there. What do you see about this Wendigo? You see this and you're like, oh, that's a Wendigo. Because I'm so good at drawing. That's why you're thinking that. I know. I'm in your head again. But there's something wrong with this image. It might be hard to imagine. Me messing up? Doesn't seem likely, but there is something wrong with this. The Wendigo has been mistaken or confused or included in skinwalker art. Honestly, propaganda. The Wendigo does not have antlers. Alright, that is a skinwalker trait. The Wendigo is not a deer, okay? It is a man that has turned evil. The Wendigo is a creepy little freak, okay? Not a deer, just a freaky little dude. Now that we know what the Wendigo is, how do we kill this beast? Well, I always like to go over their strengths. I like to set the odds against us just so we can come back even stronger. You know what I mean? What are the strengths of a Wendigo? What makes a Wendigo a fierce demon? An adversary? What makes him our mortal enemy? Not our mortal enemy. Our mortal enemy is the government. Nancy Pelosi, I swear to God. The strengths. The strengths. Now, I assure you, this is unlike a normal beast. He will fuck you up. He did a number on me the first time I ever fought a Wendigo. Strengths. Is that easy? Is that legible? He's got a few strengths on him. And let's go over the model. Let's see. Let's see what we should be aware of. What we should be thoughtful of. The claws. Obviously the claws. I mean, look at those bad boys. Okay, what the fuck is that? The claws. His hands. If he gets those grippers on you, ooh, baby. It's over. You ain't getting out of that grasp. You ain't getting out of that hold. You're dead. You're dead meat. He will tear you apart. Be aware of these little claws. Now, next thing. Teeth. This bro will bite your neck off. He gets his teeth wrapped around you. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. You're gone. You're a goner. Beyond the physically noticeable. Now, remember, this is a demon. This is not an animal. If you see this monster, it's not going to be a normal fight, okay? You see this thing, you're not going to be going in fighting someone that looks scrawny. You're going to be fighting a demon that looks scrawny. Now, what does that mean? That means you're going to die. That means if you fight this, you're going to die, for sure. That's what that means. This one's a little harder to understand, but it's true. First try, baby. They have a heart of ice. Their heart is ice cold. Now, what does that mean? I don't really know. I don't really know what that means. But I do know what that means for killing it. I don't know why they have ice heart. Now, another thing you should be aware of, you may not see ears on this monster, on this creature, this lurker of the night. They don't need ears. They have a hunting ground, right? They have their premises, their lands that they kind of purvey, what? An area that he kind of lays claim over. And he is very aware of that hunting ground. If you are caught twinkle-toeing around that hunting ground, he was going to know about it, and he's going to come and hunt you, and probably kill you. Be aware. If you stumble into a Wendigo hunting ground, you are dead. You're pretty much dead. Now, if you got a friend with you, and you're faster than that friend, shoot. You might just be all right. Now, is that saying that you should kill your friend, you should maim your friend so he can't get away, you should break his leg so he can get away? I would not recommend that for you. It'll weigh heavy on your heart. Not that I have done anything like that, okay? But it is an option, is all I'm saying. It's an option. As a hunter of the unknown, you got to kind of be aware of options. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Another strength, however, this strength is also their weakness, is that they are immune to kind of everything except a few things. You can shoot a million holes in a Wendigo. He's going to be fine. He may need some time to recover, admittedly. That's a lot of holes. But he will be fine in the end. Well, no, that just doesn't seem fair. It isn't. He's also immune to knives, weapons, melee. You could stab this fucker with a knife. Nothing's going to happen. Now, what are they weak to? They are only weak to silver and fire. It's like a werewolf, but you strip the furry from it, and you get the slimy man inside the suit. I could read that. So, let's just review the facts here on strengths. It's teeth and claws. It can rip your flesh apart. It can rip your bones in half pretty easily with those. Okay. Sounds good. Understood. Heart of ice. Again, not really any clue why. Just cold, I guess. He's aware of his hunting grounds. If you go into his neck of the woods, he's going to know where you are. And he will kill you. He's going to kill you. He'll hunt you down. He'll murder you. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. Unfortunately, yeah, don't go into the woods, I guess, unless you're prepared. Don't go into Wendigo country. Wendigo? Don't go into Wendigo country unless you're prepared, huh? But it can die. That's why I'm making a video on it. Because I'm here to tell you how to murder it. I'm here to tell you the little tools and tips and tricks you got to use to take out this foul beast. Fire. I know. Fire's kind of a cop-out. Everything's weak to fire. Everything will burn. It's true. You burn this bitch, ooh, he's going to be hurting. If you burn it, run away, it's probably going to kick off the wounds. But if you can burn it down to dust, it ain't coming back. It's dust. Dust don't come back. Can you read that? Did I spell weakness right? Is there 2 S's? If that's not how you spell weakness, don't say anything. Just roll with it, okay? Thank you. I like fire. But now, does everybody have a flamethrower at home to burn this hoe? I don't think so. At least I don't. You know, you'd be surprised. You know, Monster Hunter over here. Shouldn't you have a flamethrower on you? If you don't have a flamethrower, what can you do? Well, let me tell you. Something I learned. That's right. Fucking magic. Fucking magic charms. Do you have any magical charms? Do you have a shaman nearby? You have a shaman nearby that you could perhaps acquire some magical charms from? Oh, you don't? Shit, bro. I know a good provider. I'm kidding. He doesn't sell magic charms. He sells DMT, but kind of the same thing. Magical charms, albeit surprisingly harder to acquire than a flamethrower. Not laws and regulations. They just not a lot of people in the biz anymore. You know what I mean? If you don't have magical charms, what's the next best thing? Like I said before, that's right. Grandma's little silverware stash is about to get put to use. Now, should you bring a silver fork and butter knife? No, you will die probably. Just because you're not that good of a fighter, admittedly. I could kill a Wendigo with a silver fork, but could you? I don't know. What I'm saying. It's why you're here. It's why I'm the teacher. And you're the pupil? You're my Padawan? I'm better than you. Nah, I'm joking. I suck. I can kill Wendigo though, and you can't. So what does that say? Okay, silver. So I just have to bring a little silver rod to it and it'll die? No. What? No, you have to kill it with the silver. Incredibly hard still, but you can. Now, best thing you could do, go buy an ammo reloading kit, go buy a crucible, melt down the silver, make your own bullets, and then pack your own ammunition, and you should be good to go. Now, does everybody have this? No. Do you want to go and kill a Wendigo? Yes, I'd like to go kill the Wendigo. You don't want to go and fight a Wendigo half-assed. You don't want to bring a half-assed equipment on the fight of your life. Also, some good advice here. If the Wendigo is not threatening your life, leave it the fuck alone and just get the fuck out of there because you ain't winning. I'm going to be honest. You're not going to win against the Wendigo. I barely made it out with my life. Again, have I killed one? I have killed one. Yes, I have. And you're just going to have to believe me. So, listen, you came here, all right? You came here to learn how to kill it. Don't question me. You kill it, right? You shoot it right through its ice cold heart. Now what happens? Now it's dead on the floor. Its body motionless. What do? Well, you revert to the first option. You have to burn that shit into dust. And then you have to throw that dust into the winds. Kind of confusing, I know, but it's demons we're dealing with, all right? Much like your grandma, its biggest weakness is cremation. Now, weapons are a little bit less of importance now because, well, it's kind of just whatever you can make ammo for. You don't need something fancy as long as it can kill it. Now, if you can get some silver buckshot, that's probably the best you could do because that's got good stopping power. This thing is hella fast. Just be on the lookout. You can buckshot this bitch in the heart. You're going to put it down in its place. But now, again, you have to burn that body pretty quickly because it will get back up eventually. It will. My personal recommendation, buckshot. Bring buckshot. Buckshot will fuck this bitch up. I kind of went down at the end there, but you get it. You get the idea. I know not everyone can do this, but if you have a priest that could come on the hunt with you, that's going to set you up for success. Now, why would you need a priest? Well, it's a demon. It's not going to like that. Priest may be able to help you, maybe able to slow it down. Most importantly, though, that Wendigo is going to hate that priest, and it's going to try to kill the priest before it kills you. And you can use that. Now, I'm not saying you should use the priest as bait, but I am saying a priest makes really good bait. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you have a priest, use him as bait. Unless he's a really nice guy, you know. I know you might be wondering, what about his little grippers? His little feetsies? I just kind of ran out of room. Otherwise, I would have drawn him. Might be able to find him on some Feet Finder, but I don't know. The one time I did fight a Wendigo, I very heroically saved a priest in the woods. Saved is, I guess, kind of a... Saved is a rough term, I should say. I killed a Wendigo shortly after it mauled a priest. What can you do? You know what I mean? I'm just human after all. If you find yourself coming across a Wendigo, run the fuck away. You're not going to win. Honestly, you're going to lose. You're going to die. If you see this bitch out there, just get the fuck out. Tell the locals, hi, sorry, but move. That's my advice. Biggest thing, if you come across this, run. To be honest, you're not going to win. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're not that good. I've seen you fight. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully, this will save your life. And if it doesn't, you just probably got to watch it again or a few times maybe. It's not my fault, I swear. That priest was in those woods to begin with. I didn't bleed him out there. I was the bait. You know? Father John wanted to go into those woods, okay? I didn't. Closing remarks? Nah. Good luck out there, bitch. Stay lethal, killer.
Yo.